Hi everyone, my name is Nadia with Ripples of Change, and today we're going to do a seated flow that will open up space in our neck, upper back, and throughout our spine. So you can take this from any comfortable seated position. You can be seated in a chair or seated on the ground. And to really get this practice started, I just invite you to close your eyes for a moment. Maybe place your hands on your knees and straighten out the back. So you want to have ears over shoulders, over hips. And as we start this practice, just noticing any points of tension in your neck, shoulders, and spine. Starting to slow down the breath. Maybe you inhale for 3 and exhale through the mouth for 4. And as you do that open mouthed exhale, maybe trying to push away or bring that breath of comfort to any aches in the body. As if there was a knot or a dark cloud on that tension, and with that exhale, you blow that tension away. One more breath like that. And then on your inhale, holding it at the top, pausing for a moment, just setting an intention for this practice, and then finding that last open mouth exhale. And then starting to invite in some movement, we're going to start with some just gentle neck stretches. So we're going to bring chin to chest, looking down at the ground, and then we'll inhale, chin to the sky. Finding this motion and connecting motion with breath here. Noticing here any specific movements, any specific angles where you feel extra tension in the neck. Just noticing. No sense of judgment towards how your body feels. And then on your next exhale, when you're looking down at the ground, interlacing your fingers behind your neck, so right at the nape of the neck, and pressing down just really slightly. So you're holding our neck down. This is going to bring some elongation in the lower neck, lower cervical spine. And making sure you find your edge, but that you don't want to feel any pain. You want that deep stretch, but no injury here. Holding this for just 2 more breaths. And then exhaling, releasing the hands, and moving into just gentle neck circles. If neck circles is too much movement on the neck, you can also look left to right. So finding whatever movement feels best for you here. And then finding that connection between breath and movement. Switching directions. And then on your next exhale, coming into a neutral spine, neutral neck. We're going to start by just doing some shoulder rolls. So you want to bring your shoulders up to your ears and then roll them down the back. They say that we carry the weight of the world on our shoulders. So our shoulders and our lower neck, that whole area of the body is where a lot of people hold a lot of tension, a lot of stress. So with each exhale, can you almost feel yourself making space from that stress, starting with a little extra space in the body. And then switching directions on your next inhale. Two more like that. Perfect. And then from here, we're going to go into a seated twist. And so you're going to have your right hand on your right knee. No, you're going to have your left hand on your right knee. Sorry, left hand on right knee. And then you're going to twist over the right side of your chair. So you're looking to the right side. And then if this feels comfortable, looking in the opposite direction of your knees. This is our seated spinal twist. And then finding that exhale again, open mouth. And allowing it to twist you a little bit further. Inhale, we'll rise both arms up to the sky. Exhale, we'll come into our cactus arms, so making our arms into this like T shape. And then you'll bring your right hand to your left knee and twist to the other side. No worries if you hear a little snap, crackle, and pop on these twists. It means you're making a little bit of space and finding some alignment in your spine. And then if you feel comfortable in this and you want a deeper sensation, looking in the opposite direction of the knees. Imagining making that space away from the stress and worries that are wound up in our shoulders and spine. And then we'll inhale, bringing both arms up towards the sky, stretching, 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 reaching for the clouds. And exhale, we'll come back into those cactus arms. We're going to do that motion just 2 more times. So we reach up, and then we exhale, cactus arms. Inhale, reaching up. And exhale, cactus arms. Last one, we're going to inhale, reach up. And hold now, squeezing, maybe scrunching up in the face, crunching up in the core. And exhale, cactus arms. And then from these cactus arms, we're going to bring both hands together, rounding the spine a little bit. And then we'll exhale, trying to bring our shoulder blades to kiss. So we're really activating and moving those shoulder blades here. So on an inhale, we bring the hands together. Exhale, open up. Two more like that. And then bringing both hands to the knees, we're going to do some seated cat-cows. And you might want to be on the edge of your seat here. And so I'll face this direction so you can see what my spine's doing. I'm going to inhale, bring my chest forward. I'm looking up towards the sky, just slightly, and then I'm exhaling, winding my chin to chest. I inhale, look up, bring my chest forward. Exhale, pressing back. And so for this movement, we really want to activate and engage every single vertebrae in the spine. So doing that just 2 more times. And then on your next inhale, maybe switching to find this circular motion. So we're doing the same cat-cow, but we're using this fluid circular motion to get there. If that's too much movement on the spine, just stay with that seated cat-cow. And then on your next inhale, swaying a little bit from side to side, and then switching directions with those rotations. One last circle like that, and then coming into a neutral spine. And then from here, just closing your eyes for a moment. Finding 3 breaths where we do that, inhaling for 3, exhaling for 4. Noticing here how your body feels, maybe noticing any changes in the spine, any changes in those tension points that we noticed previously. And before we go into our final poses, just reconnecting with that intention for this practice. And then once you've finished that exhale that brings you again into how your body feels, we're going to go into a seated side stretch. And so if we were practicing our standing asanas or our standing postures, this pose would look like this. And so we're going to do a similar thing. We're really building up these seated postures and mirroring our seated postures after some common standing postures. So what we're going to do is we're going to bring our right leg just a little bit out to the side. And then we're going to bring our right hand, this time actually right hand to right knee. And then we're going to stretch our left hand or left knee out to the other side. And then from here, we're going to stretch the left arm over. And whether you have this left leg extended out long, whether you have it into the chair, or whether you even have it just inside seated normal, is not as important. It's more about the stretch in this part of the body. So maybe trying to breathe into your left lung. And then before we close out this side, we're going to bring the arm down and around, making a circular motion 3 times with that left arm. Pausing for a moment, bringing that hand back into the knee. We'll shake it out from side to side, maybe finding some circles. And then we'll do the other side. So bringing that left leg just a little bit out. And then bringing that right leg out if you want it to, or you can bring it seated in, whatever feels most comfortable for you, especially depending on the chair. We're going to have our left hand on our left knee. And so we really want that elbow to almost hit the body as we inhale and stretch that right arm up and over. And then we're trying to breathe and feel that sensation of breathing into the right lung as we really stretch out the right side body. Keeping with that breath, that exhale that washes away any tension. And then finding those 3 rotations, really opening up in the right shoulder, holding back in that extended side angle, and then exhaling, bringing both hands to the knees. And then from here, we're going to go into our last seated posture. So we're going to bring our knees as wide as we can comfortably in the chair, and we can be seated a little bit more, maybe like halfway in the chair or towards the edge. Depends on how sturdy your chair is and how comfortable you feel. We're going to do a variation of a seated child's pose. And so for this seated child's pose, we're going to inhale, bring the arms up, and then we're going to exhale, reach towards the ground. And so we should hopefully have enough space with our legs wide that our upper body just falls effortlessly in between the legs. We drop the head down. And then if your hands can't meet the ground, maybe you grab a book or a block to prop you up a little bit higher. So breathe in here, allowing oxygen to be transmitted and sent to your spine. You can even maybe shake your head a little bit from side to side. Maybe connecting back with your intention for this practice just one last time. And then when you're ready, slowly inhaling and spinal rolling up, rolling the shoulders back, finding that seated position where ears over shoulders over hips. And then just scanning down the body one last time. Maybe sending some positive words, thoughts, prayers. To yourself and to your body. Trying to not hold any judgment towards how these poses felt, any tension that might have appeared during the poses, physically or emotionally. And remembering to just anchor ourselves back to this present moment with the breath. And then when you're done with this body scan, giving yourself a little bit of a seated hug. Can we have just an aspect of gratitude for showing up and making the time for this practice? And then to end our practice, we'll bring both hands over heart center. May we use this new sense of freedom in our bodies, maybe even clarity in our minds, as a tool for positive change for all of those around us. Thank you so much for practicing with me, and I hope you have a great day. Know that all of these postures, especially since they're seated, you can do anywhere at any time, especially if you just need a quick break during your busy day at the desk. Okay, thanks for practicing with me. Have a great day.